School is back and many parents are getting ready to get their child to have the experience of the joy of playing a musical instrument.
But how do you know which one to choose, Mark? Especially if you've never played before.
Well, thankfully, this beautiful woman here, Beth Houlihan from Kidder Music in Peoria, is here to provide advice that parents can use to engage their kids. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you
having
again.
me.
So if a child shows interest, the parent says, great, it's a good idea to get kids involved in music, but I as a parent know nothing. What's the first step they should take?
You can come see us.
Okay.
go to an instrument dealer. We specialize in school music, and most kids have an idea of what they'd like to play based on maybe a sibling plays, or they've had the opportunity to try the instruments at their school. But certainly if they haven't made their choice yet, our staff would love to help them make that final decision.
I have another question. I'm sure a lot of families are sitting at home going, well, how much does it actually cost to be involved in something like buying an instrument or going to classes, all of that?
Classes are at school mainly, and so there's not an additional cost there. Obviously, obtaining an instrument, most parents opt for a rental program. Ours is easy, flexible. It's a safe way to test the waters to see if they're going to enjoy being in music. But the most important thing they can do, whether they rent or buy, new or used, is to get a quality name brand instrument. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of pretenders, cheap online options that unfortunately aren't repairable and just aren't very well made. And so getting a quality instrument like the ones I have here today will ensure the child's best chance at success. These happen to be made by Yamaha, but there are a number of reputable manufacturers.
I think when you said rental, a lot of parents' ears probably perked up because that is a big commitment. If you're going to buy an instrument, some of them are very expensive. So
they can be, and I mean, we offer a rent-to-own program, and so you can end up owning the instrument, but there's no obligation at any time. You can stop at any time. You can also exchange instruments at any time. So with the director's approval, they can switch if need be.
Mm-hmm. You've been in this business a long time. Currently, what are some of the more popular instrument kids are opting for?
You know, it goes in waves. Every year is different. Last year was a huge baritone year.
Wow.
We couldn't get baritones fast enough. So this year so far, alto sax seems to be up. And trombone has also been popular. So it goes in cycles. Percussion is always popular. The directors have their challenges there. You can't have 12 drummers, but
Well, how long does it take for someone to develop a love for something like this? I mean, is this something where people can pick up right away and they go, wow, this is amazing? Or does it just vary from student to student?
From student to student and instrument to instrument. Some instruments tend to be easier when you first get started and get more challenging along the way. Some are the opposite. But I think just, you know, from a parent's perspective, being encouraging, being involved just like you would with any other class. You know, what did you learn new today on your instrument? Teach me. You know, kids love to teach their parents and have fun with it.
Typically, how often does a child have to practice in order to become, let's just say, good? Not great, but good.
Well, initially, not a lot. And that'll vary. The directors have different philosophies there, but usually they try to get a good practice routine set from the get-go. Even if it's only 5 to 10 minutes, they don't have their embouchure muscles built up yet, so they can't practice for a half an hour right away. But if you can do 10 minutes every day or 6 days a week to get that routine established so that when you do have those muscles built up, you can go for maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
All right. Well, Beth from Kidder Music in Peoria, thanks for all the information. I've got to try this. I see Kenny G playing this big kazoo, and I've always wanted to. Now, what's the name of this?
That's a clarinet.
Clarinet.
Yep.
What is it? This is the trumpet?
This is the trombone.
The trombone.
And
Mine's
you're going to
broken,
buzz your
apparently.
lips.
Oh.
Do I have what?
Buzz.
Do I have weed? Oh, reed. No.
First on your lips. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Great job. You have to let some air through there, Mark. There you go. There you go. Whoa! Very good.
Looking for the snake to come up. This is awesome.
There you go.
Well, Beth, thank you very much. Again,
Absolutely.
we'll share all these tips that Beth talked about from Kidder Music on our website, ciproud.com. Just click on the Good Day Central Illinois tab.